Welcome back, children, to lesson number 5, Wonderful World of Bholu. Children, we saw that first Bholu met fish, minty fish, it is an aquatic animal. Then he met Chinchi squirrel, which is an arboreal animal. And then yesterday he met Dugmug tortoise, which is an amphibian. So let's move forward and see that where has Bholu gone today. Oh, today Bholu has met one pigeon. So children, take out page number 40. While Bholu was walking ahead brooding, he met Kittu pigeon on the way. So here see, name of the pigeon is also there. Okay. So hey, are you fine, Bholu? Where are you going? Then Bholu says, how may I say I am confused? Children, you know now why Bholu is confused? Because he is thinking, how can a fish live in water only? Why it cannot come out from water? Then he thinks about Chinchi squirrel, an arboreal animal, why it cannot live in water. Then he thinks about Dugmug tortoise, why he can live on water as well as on land. He is totally confused, children. So children, now the pigeon is asking Bholu, what is the confusion? Then the Bholu says, see, the fish says that she can live in water only. Likewise tells the squirrel that she can live only on land, not in water. But Dugmug tortoise claims that it can live both in water and on land. Then pigeon says that explains Bholu that there is no confusion about it. There is nothing to get confused with. Bholu, some walk on the land, some fly in the sky, and some may walk and some swim as well. See, Bholu, there are different types of animals and they have different habitats and adaptations. They live accordingly only. Then Bholu says, then you tell me, where do you live? Do you walk or swim? Now Bholu is thinking that other animals, some are walking, some are swimming. So what this pigeon is doing? Children, then the pigeon says, see dear, I am flying bird and come on ground to pick grains. I usually live in the nest which I can make in the hollows of wells, houses or wall. So children, now the pigeon is also explaining him and clearing his doubts that where does it live. So children, these pigeons make their nest or their homes in hollows of well, houses or wall or even on trees. They come down on land only to pick up the grains when they are hungry. And children, most of the time they spend in air. So children, the animals that can fly and spend a lot of their time in the air are called as aerial animals. The examples of aerial animals are eagle, owl, sparrow, pigeon, vulture, bat. All these are aerial animals. Children, some features of aerial animals are, children, the first one is in the definition only, that they spend most of the time in air and they can fly. Then they come from eggs. That means they reproduce by laying eggs. Children, they have very light bodies. That is why they are able to fly. And they have hollow and light bones which are covered with feathers. And children, most of the aerial animals fly with the wings. Children, how does the feather important to aerial animals? So children, feather maintains the body temperature of these animals. When the birds fly, it flaps its wings down. The feathers move together. Then as it moves its wings up, the feathers move apart to allow air to pass through. The motion of the feathers helps the bird to fly. Children, you will be thinking, what is the difference between feathers and wings? Then I will tell you that feathers and wings are two different things. Children, you learned about the function of feathers. Now I will tell you that feathers are possessed by only birds, but on the other hand, wings are possessed by both bird and insects. Children, till now you have learned about aquatic animals, arboreal animals, amphibians, and today we learned about aerial animals. So children, in my next video you will see that where does Bholu goes and which animal does he meet. So till then, stay connected. Bye bye.